I think I have another anime that is threatening to tear apart my top 10. And if it lands the ship, I will definitely go into a psychotic break trying to figure out what anime is going to lose its spot.
私、テル先輩と結婚するの。
But anyway, before we get to that, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hi, hello, welcome to my corner of the internet. Please subscribe, I say again. That'd be much appreciated. We have a goal by the end of the year to hit 1,000 subscribers. That would be much appreciated. Thank you so much. So with all that being said, this anime I'm talking about has just finished another interesting season where I was stupefied at the level of depth, sincerity, and its ability to make me feel something. God, let's just talk about Toilet Bound again. So here we are again. This is another season where I have to tell you that Toilet Bound is doing something incredible. This is an anime that started off so inconsequential. I thought it was just going to be a light little ghost romance, like that little zombie romance anime that I watched so long ago. You know, the one that has to eat like poison. Yeah. No, Toilet Bound has depth. A little bit more than what I have normally saw, and it made me ask a lot of different questions about how far this anime was willing to go in its ability to showcase grief, sincerity, the tensions between life and death and their interactions, and also what's left behind in the wake of such loss. On top of all of that, have an ability to juggle a childish humor that cuts through some of the deepest sadnesses that is showcased to us, and also a bit of the folklore and the intermingling of stories, moments of conflict between several different characters. Also, this is the point, if you're like scared of spoilers, I would not watch any further. Toilet Bound this season had us learn more about the Ghost Twins, the Exorcist brothers, about Aoi, and the very world that helped bring this story to a head. It is all there with a reveal that there is a sacrifice very often that ends up being the catalyst for a lot of the struggles that we have within this story. And there's certain characters that enact an exchange where another character is roped in and Nene is almost saved. We are also introduced to one of the final 7 wonders, and his backstory along with his part within all of this is interesting. The story becomes a lot more emotionally charged as you watch episode to episode, which at times would be a little bit of flopping between different perspectives and different moments where the story felt like it kept you on your toes. I would like to say some of these episodes are very well orchestrated, where we go from one corner to the other and the story is pushed along from every person's point of view, and the reveals help add together this climax that comes at the end of the 12 episodes that is very worthwhile and very interesting, because like it basically helps out someone else's plan that is going to be set in motion that'll probably be finished in the next season. I'm pretty sure we're at the end game by the looks of this final option that Hanako-kun is trying to take.
どうだった根性は。
7番様。ちょっと恋話してもいいですか?
This was a good season. Now, one of my issues with this anime a little bit is there is a little bit of a repetition between the moments where they're leaving somewhere, someone gets left behind. It happens like multiple times and it kind of irked me. But I will allow some of that to pass, because what comes in those next moments is something new, a bit of a new adventure, more conflict between characters. Oh my God, this season had so many great conflicts and conversations and revealing of certain people's personalities. And it was actually endearing how we finally got to understand the Exorcist's older brother, and it was fun. We also got further pieces of the puzzle to characters that we had some inkling understandings to, but now we're looking at more depth of everyone. Along with that, we have genuine moments where grief is explored, and the story is very written tightly and well done, where we have moments where certain places need a hint or a key to get towards, and it's in another character's past. This revolving door where we have to deal with characters even if they're not even truly there, or what happens when life and death come at a head within those that are left behind. The anime talks about this and gives it a space, and oftentimes you're left smiling or even crying. I could see how this could be someone's top 5 anime, because there is a bounty of life lessons and importance of loving and appreciating and sharing feelings, and the ability to be true to oneself, to someone you have feelings for. The anime was incredibly sincere about this through various different moments, and you felt sorry for different characters, you worried about different characters, and you oftentimes hoped that there was a way to break past life or death. And oftentimes it's reinforced that you can't. When the anime did this, it was at its strongest. The anime was able to talk about the beauty of being able to live and experience your life, and you also felt as though the characters that didn't have this chance anymore, oh, so they were jealous. And that was important pieces to the story. The anime is more than just the conflict. It was a conversation about what's left behind when life is lost. I'm also just a really big fan of anime that explore grief and explore it well. This anime is not scared to deepen its ways of expressing the sadness, the goods, the bads. There's all sorts of different things that this anime is willing to tread on, and it does it carefully and with tact. If you haven't watched Toilet Bound, let this be the video to get you into it. It is worthwhile. The interactions between the characters are superb. You end up loving different characters for different reasons, and you end up being surprised by the level of writing and the ability to showcase so many different colors of characters, and understand that the choices that they make and the desperation that they feel, it's all there, and it's all magnificent and worth the watch. So thank you so much for watching this video. I think Toilet Bound is at least top 15 for me. I just don't necessarily know what's past 10. I probably need to think that out more, but please go watch this anime, and I give this season part 2 pretty much 4 out of 5. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, take care, and be well.